Okay, week 43 update, part 2. I'm really sorry I have to do these in parts. Because the next two things I got to talk about is not really that super awesome. Okay, so this weekend we went to Louisville to see some friends, and my husband had to work. And, you know, they were really glad to see me. I was really glad to see them. And, you know, it was awkward because it's the smallest they've ever seen me, too. So it was interesting. But they knew who I was, but I guess they knew I was coming too. Anyways, so on the trip, I was sickly, which may be why I've lost so much weight this week. I didn't feel very well. I ended up being a little sick at my stomach, and my husband actually kept telling me he thought it was just the weekend. And I was like, you know, just being out of my routine, not having like my Greek yogurt, things like that. And it was interesting being on a trip that long and having to eat out, and the difference in just how my body felt with that crappy food, because I don't really eat out much anymore. And I did pack a bunch of snacks, but I really was not feeling well. So I really didn't eat a whole lot. And I know I definitely didn't get all my protein in. So, but I did work out while I was on my trip, and which was funny because the old Sarah, I mean, I did a few times in the past when I was on like a change of life plan that I always said I was on. I would get up and exercise, but like I was gung-ho. Like I set my alarm, I got up, everybody else in the, you know, in the suite was asleep, and I had to move around the bodies to get out the door, but I was going to get my workout in. And then I started feeling bad. I ran a little fever, and anyways, so Friday I hung out with my friend Rush, and we went to lunch, and then after lunch we had this time in between there. I went back with him to work, and I hung out with him. Well, then he decided he wanted to have dessert, and he was like, let's go to Dairy Queen. And I was like, okay. And in my mind, you know, I thought, well, I just won't get anything, and then if I do, I'll get like one of those star popsicles, which I don't know if all Dairy Queens have those. Ours have those, but our Dairy Queen is like, it's a Dairy Queen, but like it hasn't moved over to like the chain Dairy Queen, like all the commercials and stuff you see. That's not our Dairy Queen. I mean, it is, but it's not. So I don't know how to explain that. And I thought, well, I'll get one of those little star things. Well, on the way there, he called me because we were in separate cars. I was following him. And he said, hey, do you want real dessert or do you want Dairy Queen dessert? And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter to me. I said, you go wherever you want to go. And I said, if I want to get something, I'll get something. And so he said, well, let's go to the Pie Kitchen. So we went to this place called the Pie Kitchen. And they had all these cakes and all these desserts. And so I decided that I was going to get a cupcake. I thought, well, I'll get a cupcake, I'll take a few bites, and then I'll take it back for my husband. So I did that. I got this Oreo cupcake. And it was a for real bakery, big old cupcake. I ate 3 bites of the cupcake. It wasn't even half of the cupcake. And I went into it knowing I was probably going to feel a little nauseous. Well, of course, like 20 minutes later, I'm immediately nauseated. Which is so weird because, I mean, I've had little bites of things here and there, but it's just so weird to know that I can't. And to be honest, like, it was okay. The cupcake was fine, but I probably could have stopped after one. It wasn't, I mean, it was good. It was a good cupcake, but I just didn't really want it. But I think I felt that in the moment, in the social. So, I felt icky after that. And then we met up with my friend Emily, and then we hung out all night. And later that evening we went to lunch. Well, in between there we had been shopping and stuff. Like, I got a little sick at my tummy. And originally I thought it was from the cupcake. And I had texted my best friend while I was gone. I was like, listen, remind me next time I'm craving something sweet, or you hear me say, man, I wish I could eat like that again. Remind me how icky I felt the day I had the 3 bites of the cupcake. And she was like, dang, I need to have that surgery. So, but turns out I ended up being like sick all night, and I ended up having like a fever. So I don't know if it was the cupcake that sent me over the edge, or if that was just I don't know. Either way, I was nauseous, and to be honest, I was kind of nauseated all weekend. And then I kind of, you know, I was kind of sick at my tummy, even till Monday. So, and even Monday night, like when I would eat, like, you know, when I was eating good, healthy food, just stuff would kind of make me nauseous. But I'm better now. But I just want to share that story about the cupcake because I thought that was funny. But it is weird. I mean, I do think that, I mean, I think I really did have something because there's some weird bugs going around. And I do work with kids every day. So no telling what I've picked up. And I am not a thrower-upper. I think I've said that before. So when I have thrown up in the past after surgery, it was really odd for me because I'm just not a puker. If I get something, I get the, you know, the other end. It comes out the other end. So last thing, really fast. I made those videos with the wraps, and everybody's been really nice, really supportive. I've had some comments, I've had some questions. I do not sell those products. If you are interested, I will be glad to give you the name and email of the lady and the phone number of the lady that I purchased them from. I did go into it as like a member, what's the word? So I could get the auto ship, so things are a little cheaper for me. And every month I can go in and change what my shipment is. Then I got to thinking about it. I don't really know how it's going to what happen. I don't know if I have to pay it. I don't know what happens. I need to ask that girl when I decide I don't want to do it anymore. And I may not ever decide that. But I did have one comment that I kind of wanted to address. And it was from sweet little Philly Tomcat. Saying that he gets upset when weight loss surgery patients get sucked into things like this. And I just want to say, and I want to say to him, that no worries. I do not think this is a miracle pill. I do not think this is like a miracle thing that's just going to take all my belly fat away. I'm not looking for the easy way out. For me, this just seemed like a neat opportunity and then something I wanted to try because I know that plastic surgery is not in my near future. And as you can see from the video, I do have some saggy skin. And everything that I had researched, things I'd read, people I've talked to, the pictures I've seen, have all been really positive. And it's definitely one of those things that I think if you don't keep it up, I don't know what the long-term effects really are. I think it's something that you probably need to do, maybe not every week, but probably once a month. And we'll see how that goes. I may get into it and realize I don't notice that big of a difference, and so for me, it's not something I want to do, and at that point, I'll quit. I'll quit wasting money on it. So far, I like the results I've seen. I really think my tummy is a little smaller and a little tighter. And it's not for everybody, I'm sure. And I don't want to push that off on anybody as thinking that I think that this is the answer. I definitely think diet and exercise is the answer. But as you all know, when we have a large amount of weight to lose, it honestly doesn't matter how much exercise you do. There are things that probably help, I'm sure. It doesn't matter how many creams, how many exercises. If you have started at 300-400 pounds and you drop fast, you're gonna have some weight. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there because I didn't want him to think, or anybody else to think that watched the video, that I was being ridiculous and getting sucked into anything. I just wanted to share that, and honestly, I want to just document that for me so that when I look back, I could hopefully see a difference. I wanted to be able to tell. I wanted to share that with somebody else in case anybody else. So if you guys are interested, I'm not selling it. But I'll be glad to give you the information if you want to know the girl that I buy it from. I'll be glad to give you her information. I think she actually has a website. So if you want to know, just hit me up, send me an inbox message, or make a comment, and just let me know. And I also want to give a shout out to my new subscribers. I've gotten a lot lately, so that pumps me up. I love this community, and I love that we're here and can share this journey and stuff together. If you guys have any questions or comments or want to know anything, I will try to be as much as an open book as possible because I know for me, in the beginning, videos was the most helpful and continue to be the most helpful, for my journey. So if you guys need anything, you want anything, just, email me, sarlharrison@hotmail.com, inbox me, message me, whatever. Okay, guys, well, I hope everyone, gosh, this video's 10 minutes too. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.